Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you all? Hope so you all are fine. Myself Tirth. Today I'm going to explain the concept of interest under section 234A, B, C, D, E and section 244A. Now, before moving further, please help yourself. The link of these notes is already provided in the description column below. Now, section 234A, interest for delay in return filing. Any tax remaining unpaid on 1st April of assessment year after the adjustment of TDS or TCS or advance tax or MAT credit or relief under section 89. It is to be deducted by assessment tax paid up to the date of return filing for current year, and on such balance tax interest under section 234A is to be paid. Any remaining unpaid tax into 1% per month or part of the month, and any return, suppose it is filed on 31st October, then if the due date is 31st July, then from 1st August till 31st October, interest under section 234A is to be calculated. Likewise, section 234B, interest for non or short payment of advance tax. The interest is not applicable if SSC had paid 90% or more of advance tax payable. But if the SSC had not paid 90% or more of advance tax payable, then 234B interest is leviable. It is leviable on any advance tax short paid as per the return of income into 1% per month or part of the month into the date after 1st April till the actual date of payment. In such case, if there is any change in income due to section 143(1) intimation or section 143 subsection 3 assessment order, then tax as per 143(1) or 143(3) shall be taken for interest calculation. प्लीज़ आप लोग यहाँ पे ध्यान रखिएगा, अगर किसी प्रीवियस ईयर के लिए अगर 143(1) का इंटीमेशन में अगर जो भी असेस्ड इनकम है वो डिफरेंट है और 143(3) में असेसमेंट ऑर्डर में जो भी असेस्ड इनकम है वो डिफरेंट है जो कि इनकम फाइल किया था एसएससी ने अपने रिटर्न ऑफ इनकम में, देन वी नीड टू टेक इंटरेस्ट अंडर सेक्शन 234A and B on such 143(1) or 143(3) assessed income. But please do note that 234C का इंटरेस्ट एज पर रिटर्न ऑफ इनकम ही आएगा और एंड एज पर 143(1) और 143(3) assessed income से नहीं. In case of section 234C, interest for deferment of advance tax installments. In this case, deferred amount into 1% per month or part of the month into 3 months if the deferred amount is for April month to February month and 1 month in case of March. Now, interest under section 234C is always paid on tax as per return of income only. No interest under section 234C if SSC paid advance tax up to 12% in the first installment and up to 36% in the second installment. Further, capital gain and winnings or income under PGBP accrued first time dividend under section 115BBDA can't be estimated in advance. Hence, advance tax on such income shall be paid in the remaining installment of the receipt of income. It means कोई भी प्रीवियस ईयर का अगर कैपिटल गेन होता है या फिर विनिंग लॉटरी ऑफ इनकम होता है या फिर डिविडेंड अंडर सेक्शन 115BBDA होता है, तो उस केस में एसएससी एडवांस में उसकी इनकम फोरकास्ट नहीं कर सकता. तो उस केस में प्रीवियस ईयर में आफ्टर द एक्रूवल ऑफ दिस इनकम ओनली advance tax on such income is to be paid in the remaining installment after the receipt of such income. I hope you get it. If no installment is due, then advance tax shall be paid up to 31st March of the previous year. अगर कोई भी एडवांस टैक्स का इंस्टॉलमेंट ड्यू नहीं होता है तो उस केस में हमें एडवांस टैक्स 31st मार्च ऑफ प्रीवियस ईयर से पहले पे कर देना चाहिए। सेक्शन 234D, इंटरेस्ट ऑन एक्सेस रिफंड ग्रांटेड पेएबल बाय एसएससी। If the refund is granted under section 143(1) and later on completion of assessment, if either no refund is found due or the amount refunded is excess, then the interest is to be levied on such excess unpaid refund at the rate 0.5% per month or part of the month. The period is calculated from the date of granting the refund till the date of completion of assessment. प्लीज़ आप लोग यहाँ पे जो भी 234A, B, C, D, E एंड 244A का है उस केस में आप लोग पीरियड ध्यान से देखिएगा, सब केस में अलग अलग पीरियड डिटरमाइन होता है। सेक्शन 244A, इंटरेस्ट ऑन रिफंड रिसीवेबल बाय एसएससी। इंटरेस्ट एट द रेट 0.5% पर मंथ और पार्ट ऑफ द मंथ will be paid by department on the amount refunded. Period is to be calculated. If the refund is out of TDS or TCS or advance tax, then in that case, if return is filed under section 139(1), it is before the due date, then the period will be calculated from 1st April till the date of refund. And in case where the return filed after the due date, then in such case, period shall be calculated after the date of filing return till the date of refund. If refund is due to out of self-assessment tax paid under section 140A, etc., then in that case, period is to be determined from the date of filing of return or the payment of tax till the actual date of refund. Notes: no interest under section 234A and 234B if the refund is less than 10% of tax under section 143(1) or 143(3). इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर इंटीमेशन अंडर सेक्शन 143(1) में कोई भी टैक्स डिटरमाइन किया गया है या फिर 143(3) असेसमेंट ऑर्डर में कोई भी टैक्स डिटरमाइन किया गया है और उसमें अगर हमने अपने रिटर्न ऑफ इनकम में रिफंड इज लेस देन 10% ऑफ सच टैक्स, then no interest under section 234A and 234B is to be levied. Interest on refund is taxable under IFOS. Income Tax Authority can set off refund against tax payable only after intimating SSC. If deductor deducts and deposits excess tax to government, then in that case he is entitled for refund and eligible for interest at the rate 0.5% per month or part of the month from date on which he claims the refund till the date of refund. इसका मतलब है किसी डिडक्टर ने कोई भी टैक्स डिडक्ट किया और डिपॉजिट किया एक्सेस टैक्स टू गवर्नमेंट, तो उस केस में वो रिफंड के लिए एलिजिबल है और इंटरेस्ट के लिए भी एलिजिबल है at the rate 0.5% per month or part of the month from the date on which he claims the refund till the actual date of refund. But if the refund is due to any other reason, then interest is to be calculated from the date of payment of tax or penalty till the date of actual refund. Next, section 234E, fee for default in furnishing TDS or TCS statements. For delayed filing quarterly statement, SSC shall be liable for the mandatory fee of 200 per day during the default continues. Please do note that the fees cannot exceed the amount of TDS deductible. The fees shall be paid before filing of quarterly statement. Section 234F, fee for default in furnishing income tax return. If the income tax return is not filed under section 139 subsection 1, that is before the due date, then if it is filed after due date, that is filed up to 31st December of assessment year, then under section 234F, 5,000 penalties to be levied. And if it is filed after 31st December of the assessment year, then 10,000 penalties to be levied. But in case where the total income is up to 5 lakhs, the fees shall not exceed 1,000, whether the return is filed before 31st December or after 31st December. Okay, so here I am concluding the topic. Hope you like this video. In case of any query or suggestion, please do comment in the comment section below. Please like and share the video with your friends. Also, please do subscribe to my channel for more of such useful videos. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to stay tuned and connected with us. You can also follow us on social media as the link given in the description box. Thank you.